Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yasharallah that rule well, and salutations to you Akim that are out there in the highways and the byways, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. And what we're going to touch on today is basically, prophecy, and how these prophecies, are going to come faster and faster, And the apostle Tahar, he deemed this year 2018 to be the year of prophecy, and through the Spirit, that's exactly what's going to happen. A lot of these prophecies that the scriptures talk about are going to be manifested before your eyes,
I got a piece of it. You got some?
I was going to start with this one.
Which one was going?
This is Ezekiel 12 and 26. It says, "Again, the word of Yahweh came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesied of the times that are far off. Therefore say unto them, Thus saith the Lord power, there shall none of my words be prolonged any more, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai." So the Most High is he's tired. He's tired of all these people are mocking and just saying, well, you guys are talking about nonsense. That's not gonna happen. America has a great army. America's gonna get nuked. Nah, not in my lifetime. That's what the Most High said. Hey, his words are not gonna be prolonged anymore. He's gonna start making things happen. What is it you got? You had it?
Oh, so what? Because we was talking about future prophecy, and this is what's future to come. This is Jeremiah 30:7. It says, "Arise, for that day is great, so that none is like it is even the time of Jacob's trouble." It said, "But he shall find but he shall be saved out of it." So this is future prophecy of what's going to come. What? Famine, martial law. These all things, pestilence. These all things is was future to come, man. Prophecy, man. Hey, it's gonna be all hell out here, man. They already closing jobs down. More jobs is closing, and it's spiritual that Positive to redeem Israel as all prophecy should be fulfilled, man. Because it's leading right up to it. The dollar about to crash. These all things that's going to lead up to martial law, civil unrest.
Right. One of those experts about that the money and all that. He has said that if the dollar doesn't collapse by 2017, it for sure is going to collapse in 2018.
Yeah.
And we clearly see that.
Yeah.
By countries like Pakistan to leaving the dollar and turning to the yuan. And other countries, just leaving and dealing, trying to stop dealing with America and just siding with China. We clearly see that this is falling. One of the prophecies, what is it? Thick clay.
Thick clay. I'm finna get in about
that.
He put unto himself thick clay.
Yep.
I believe too.
This Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 6. It says, "Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb?" Should I start up?
No, that's good.
"And a taunting proverb against him, and say, Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that leadeth himself with thick clay."
Yeah, who's that? That's America. The whole they're in debt. Whoa.
The debt thing, because it said that like when Obama was in office, it was like 20 trillion or something like that. And now since Donald Trump been in office, it damn near double that, man, in 1 year. So, man, you can't tell me this not America. Well, America. Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, man. You can't tell me that, man, because it's leading right up to the stock market crashing. Stores is closing. Hey, I got a precept. If y'all got some, let me get this precept real quick. Big how you ain't got no.
Jeremiah 23 and 20. So the anger of the Lord shall not return until he have executed, until he have performed the thoughts of his heart. In the latter days, ye shall consider it perfectly. And that's what the brother getting into. But the year of prophecy, man. All right? And we get into earlier today, okay, but things are being revealed more now in the end, man. Okay? We start getting all the fruition of all the prophecies, starting to understand all the signs to look for. Okay? The knowledge being increased. All right? The books of the seal have been opened. All right? The seal in the books have been opened. Okay? You know, I believe it was in Daniel said in the end, the knowledge shall be increased, man. Okay? So this is going to be the year of prophecy, man. All right? The Lord has purposed these things to continue to go forth that all things be done, man.
Right.
You got a precept?
You know, hey, what are we gonna see? A lot of judgments.
Yeah.
You know, what does the scripture say that those that have loathed my law, while they have yet liberty.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the same shall how does it go? Taste it, death, feel it by death by pain. You know, so we're gonna see a lot of these scoffers, a lot of these people that these wicked niggards just being put to death. You know, just judgment coming upon this place, man.
Hey, and it's funny you say that, right? I got a precept for you real quick. It's Isaiah 29 and 6. It says, "Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquakes and great noise and with the storm and tempest and the flames of devouring fire." And look at all these things that the Lord been fucking up, man. We just had that big old fire in California, the wildfire. Hey, that fire fucked a lot of people up, man. Hey, the earthquakes. We had an earthquake in Mexico.
Yeah.
That killed a lot of people, man.
Shit, Iran. It killed thousands of people.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, and that was just 2017. You know, so hey, expect more of that in 2018.
Yeah.
You know, at higher rates, worse earthquakes, hurricanes, stronger earthquakes and hurricanes. You know, hey, the Lord is about to start making things happen, man. This whole, you know, the Most High is long suffering. You know, hey, but there's we're in that time where he's gonna stop being long suffering and he's actually gonna start judging. He's gonna start making what everything he said in the scriptures come to pass. The scriptures say his word shall not come back void. You know, so it's gonna happen.
I got a precept. This is
what you said, come back void.
Let him bring that up first.
This is Isaiah chapter 55 and 11. It says, "So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it."
You know, so it's gonna come to pass. You know, whether it might take you, it might seem to you that it's taking long or not. You know, eventually it's gonna happen. You know.
The scripture says that 1,000 years to us is a day to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So it's a short. The Lord said He'll do a short work, so it's short to Him, but to us it seems like it's lingering. But that's why it says in Habakkuk 2 and 3 that even though it tarry, wait for it, man.
right here. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3. I'll just start at 1. It says, I'll start at 2. It says, "And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, Wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. You know, and like the brother is saying, man, all the prophecies, everything that the Lord has set up and orchestrated and has set down for a plan is coming to pass, man, slowly but surely. All right, and so that's why you're seeing different kinds of things you never seen, like the snow in the desert. You know, you're seeing all kinds of you're seeing the water just be completely depleted from the lakes and stuff. You know, you're starting to see different kinds of wonders and stuff. You know, because that means the Lord is visiting this place, man. You know, for all the iniquities and all the wickedness that is committed, man. Because all the stuff it's been doing has reached up to the heavens, man. And so now you have all these different kinds of signs and wonders being shown, and the people are still asleep. You know, that's why it says in Matthew, it says, as in the days of Noah, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. You know, all this stuff is starting to happen, but these people are still asleep, still eating, still marrying, still drinking. You know, not preparing their minds. But you know, that was orchestrated for their lot, man.
Hey, yeah, how should I say it? He said, you can tell when the clouds get together, you know, roughly paraphrasing it, that it's going to rain, but you cannot tell what times we're in.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Hey, and the Most High is going to start making shit happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And even if then you still don't know, hey, he's going to have no choice but to destroy you. You know?
This second Esdras, chapter 9, verse 1, it says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right, and even then, these people are still not going to understand. You know? They don't understand right now. The whole rumors of wars and wars going on with Iran, America, Israel, them causers over there in our land, you know? and America's still in that jolly, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas type spirit, you know?
It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
And that's evident. You know, uproars. You know, uproars are people. Right now you have a big uproar over there in Israel. You know, they're going against the prime minister with what's his name? Something.
Prime Minister of where?
Israel.
Netanyahu or something.
Yeah, the elder
Jew. You know.
Elder Malcolm likes to call him Nathan, not a Jew. You know, they're protesting over there. They're protesting over here ever since Trump got enough. How many protests has there been right here in America? You know,
because the scripture says that the son of perdition will be revealed. Perdition means vessel of destruction, and you're finding out who that vessel of destruction is. It's Esau, the so-called white man. You know, and what kind of verse? Back in second Esdras 9 and 5, it says, for like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. You know what I'm saying? It's being revealed who this devil is. You know what I'm saying? Whose fault it is for all these atrocities that's coming to pass and why things the way they are. You know, and it says, verse 6, it says, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs.
Right, endings and effects and signs.
Yeah.
You know, so hey, these effects and signs that the Most High talked about are gonna happen. Why? Because we're in the end of days. You know, hey, and the closer we get to it, the more and more it's gonna speed up. You know.
This is second Esdras 15 and 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and the punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, For their seed shall fail through the blasting in hell, and that with fearful consolation. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. Alright? And one people shall stand and fight against another, and swords in their hands, man. Alright? Because the only thing that be more prevalent, alright, is the violence, alright? The rebellion of all these small countries, Pakistan, alright? North and South Korea are starting to open up talks, which has been doing already. Alright? So right now the sedition of men is only going to spread to those countries, man. Alright? The military police have been spotted in Chicago. Their vehicles.
Oh.
Okay? They got a store downtown that's going completely cashless. And I believe Krager food store is going start switching their new stores into cashless. Okay? They're going to knock a lot of people out of jobs. Alright? Now, Donald Trump is trying to get the American taxpayers, okay, to go spend money for this $8 billion wall. Alright? Where everybody in the kingdom is born poor, man. Alright? This is, continuing on. This is, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings or princes, and the course of their action that stand in their hands, man. Alright?
Hey,
So that, go ahead.
we see that, you know, they don't regard the higher ups, the people in rulership. You know, that's why they have all these protests. You know, everybody damn near wants to kill Trump. You know, some people that actually voted for him now they're starting to see, they're starting to fall back on their vote. Like, oh shit, damn, I should have never voted for him. You know, they talk mad shit about him. You know.
Nahum 3:1. It says, woe to the bloody city, it is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. Okay? So people are getting tired of getting robbed and lied to, right? Okay? Babylon is a confusion place, alright? When you have the lies and the robbery, the deceit, if one can get that by which is gotten by deceit, injurious practices, okay? Alright, and who's the prey? Right, that 1% is probably even less than that. They control all the money, making the decisions, man. All right, I'm just gonna quote the scripture saying, everybody that's born, I think it might be Ecclesiastes 4. It says, everybody that's born in the kingdom is poor. All right. So all you keep seeing, the noose getting tighter and tighter, man. All right, it's like you're trying to funnel all the pressure until the balloon just pops. All right, the military troops and those deployments, all right, they're not there for no reason. There's a reason why your sons and your daughters and your uncles and your nieces didn't come home during the Christmas and New Year holidays, man. Wherever they're at, they're stuck. You know?
Is this the one you want? This is Sirach 10:8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit.
Right. Unrighteous dealings. All right. Even like during my lifetime, how they call themselves liberating Cuba and the third world countries. Haiti. I remember it was called Haiti when I was coming up. All right. So now you got these people out here are making underhanded deals, selling missiles to other countries. Okay. Go ahead.
It says, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Right. Okay? So Esau bubble's gonna bust, man. Because it's gonna get that kingdom, man. Alright, the Israelites got next, man. Alright? Hey. Gonna transform from Esau to Yahweh Shai, man. You know, to Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, you fucked up, Esau. You know, here it is, you had the world at the palm of your hands. You know? And you fumbled it, you know.
That's what it said in Genesis 4:7. You know what I'm saying? If thou does well, you know what I'm saying, you should be all good. But you know, if not,
Sin light to the door.
yeah, kind
I'm
of.
like to the door.
You know.
And that's exactly what happened because you have not been doing well. You know what I'm saying? That's why the scriptures refer you as the son of perdition, man. Because everything that you do and stuff, you destroy, man. You know what I'm saying? You got videos that show that everything you touch, you destroy.
Yeah, he says that.
Yeah.
You know, Revelations 11, I believe. Destroy them to destroy the earth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, who is that?
So
That only applies to Esau. Everywhere he goes, he always fucks shit up. There was a picture that I seen. I think they were talking about Syria, and they put it was like 19 something. Said Syria, the best place where you could raise your kids. And then they did a modern picture of how Syria looks now is all destroyed. And that was after what? The so-called white man set foot. The so-called white man said, this country needs some democracy. You know?
Exactly. And you're going to pay for that too, man. Not just for the children of Israel, but for what you did on this planet, man. You know? You destroyed the whole, the water. You destroyed the air. You destroyed the people's minds. You know, you're just a vermin, man. You're a cancer to the earth. That's why the Lord has to come back and cut you out of the earth, man.
That's right.
Which is what we're going to do to you after your 1,000 years of slavery, man. We're going to cut you out of the earth like you cut cancer out of the body, man. Mm-hmm. You know?
But
this is a precept. This is Isaiah chapter 33, verse 1. It says, "Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee." And when the brother said, you the picture he saw, you totally desolated all these Middle Eastern countries, man. And you're wondering why they're trying to fight against you now, man. Because they're fucking tired of you destroying their shit, man. You know, they're tired of you coming over there and bringing your wine and your wickedness, man. They're tired of you coming over there and stealing. Look what you did to Gaddafi, man. You demonize them and you put up your propaganda like you always do. You know, that's your witchcraft. You put up your propaganda and then you go over there and you destroy, just like what you're trying to do to Iran now. With the their leader needs to be taken out. You know, their people are revolting. You know, you're doing the same thing, man. If you're a man of the Lord, man, we're not what is that scripture? We're not
ignorant.
Yeah, we're not ignorant to your devices anymore, man.
No.
And the other nations are not. They're becoming less ignorant as well, man. That's why they're turning against you. That's why they don't want to deal with you anymore. You know,
everybody's finding out their pattern.
Exactly.
Like, damn. And every time America goes into here, they always come in this peaceful type of attitude, and then they always fuck everything up.
Exactly.
You know, now I know what they're about. You know, so now everybody's getting more in tune to you know, Esau can't hide. He can't hide no more. He gave himself up.
God, I got a little bit more. It says, when thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. Man, and that's what's gonna happen to you, man. These nations are getting together so they can side with each other and so they can blow you off the map, man. Now they have Russia, now they have China, now South Korea's becoming friends with North Korea. That's all prophecy, man, because all those people are gonna turn against you so-called white people, man. They're gonna turn the missiles, you know, because North Korea already got their missiles set on you still. They haven't never taken them off. They said they're just for you. And so that whole mindset is gonna flow into the other nations, and they're gonna just shoot their missiles over here, man. The 200 million missiles that are described in the Bible, man, those are ordained and orchestrated to hit this place, man.
And that's perfect. So go right back into the beginning, man. Hey, that's why Apostle Sahab named this year the year of prophecy, man. Mm-hmm. All prophecy will be fulfilled, man. And what's the embark game, man? Them fucking missiles, man, and the light getting beamed up, man.
Hey, this might be that year. This might be that year. You know? Hey, how about Shim Yahweh Shai Ratazah? You know? I don't see us having 3 years left here, man. You know, so I'm speaking as a man, you know? But this soon, man, soon. You know?
This is Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. It says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed." You know what I'm saying? And that word "woe" means destruction, man. You know what I'm saying? All the, like the brother brought out the Isaiah 33:1. You know, you had done treacherously when nobody had done treacherously with thee. You know what I'm saying? So all the different things that you have done is going to come back. You know, the scriptures talk about you reap what you sow, man, and all you've been reaping is wickedness, man. And that will be your reward returning back to you.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got a piece of it. That's why the scripture in Isaiah, I think 47, say, come daughter of Babylon, come sit in the dust, man.
Yeah.
Virgin daughter of Babylon, man. Hey, America is actually finna get wiped off the map, man. Hey, the nuclear war that's coming to here now. Hey, America never been in a real physically nuclear war, man.
Virgin daughter of Babylon.
Hey, that's why, man, that all these are official prophecies that come to pass, man. And this year, I hope it is. We hope as we speak as a man. But, man, this feel like the year, man. Everything is falling. The stock market. But this second address, 4, and I'm going to start at 22. It say, then answered I and said, beseech thee, O Lord, let me have understanding. For it is not my mind to be curious of the high things, but such as pass by a daily namely, therefore Israel is given up for approach unto the heathen, and for what caused the people who they have loved is given to the ungodly nation, and why the law of our forefathers is brought to naught, the writing covenant came to none effect, man. And that's a lot of that stuff is happening right now, man. In America, man. It say, and we pass away out of the world as grasshoppers, and our life is astonished in fear, and we not worthy to attain mercy. And we not, man. Look at all the bullshit that we did in the world, man. And we don't, man, hey, this salvation that's coming, hey, it's gonna be a glorious salvation, man. It say
We don't deserve it.
Hey, we don't deserve it, man. It say, well, what will he then do into his name? Well, while we call of these things that I asked, then answered me and said, more than I search, the more that shall I marvel. For the world hasted fast to pass away. And that's what it is. This world is hastening fast passing away. The dollar finna crash, man. Hey, the birds, animals can't even fucking live here, man. The Lord had to wipe this place off the earth, man.
If I might say that, a lot of the animals are gone. A lot of the animals are extinct, man. It's a whole more than 100+ list of extinct animals, man. Where have they gone, man? It's all due to this white man because he's destroying the earth.
One example is the bees.
Exactly.
Especially in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Everywhere you look, there's like dead sparrows and dead pigeons everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then even when they start corroding and when their bodies start going back into the earth, you see that they filled with plastic, man, showing that even the animals don't even have anything to eat, man, you know?
Right. You have signs. Like, I don't know if you go to public places, don't feed the birds.
Yeah, like, it's double, man.
Con, it's a little bit more.
Okay,
Con, it say, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous and time to come, for this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities. And that's why a lot of diseases have been coming to America. All that shit, man. They say, but as concerning the things, therefore, that I asked me, I would tell thee. For the evil is soon, but the destruction is just not yet come. And look, all this shit is getting stirred up. Hey, the evil have to come, man. Just like in Rebecca, they say, wait for it. It might tarry, but it surely shall come to pass, man. It say, last verse. No, I'm gonna just stop right there.
This is Ezekiel 35 and 10. Because thou said, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine. All right? And who's that talking about? Talking about the northern and the southern kingdom, man. All right? They all went into captivity. Now they're back in captivity under who? Under Esau, Edom, man. That's how we know that the end times, when the destruction comes, Edom's going to be in power. Because they're the ones who were still in their hands by, man. Okay? They say we're going to be in the hands of Ishmael when the Lord come back, man. All right? This is the time of Esau Edom's reign. It's going to be the time of our deliverance, man. That's going to get the greatest judgment, okay? It says, and we will possess it where Yahweh was there. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will even do according to thine anger. So the Lord is going to judge Esau, right, by the anger that Esau has been judging everybody else, right? And right, to the scriptures talk about that we're going to recompense them double, man. All right? And trouble them to trouble you. All right, if your brother can get that. And according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. What was that envy, man? All right? When Jacob supplanted Esau for the blessing, man. All right? He said when the father goes to sleep, he's going to chase him and kill him. Right? So Jacob had to flee, go a separate way, right? And out of thy hatred against them, and I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. So the Lord is going to make himself known among who? Among his children when he judges who? You, Esau. All right? And it says, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh, and that I have heard all the blasphemies which I have spoken against the mountain of Israel. Right? Because the wisdom of Solomon, now matter of fact, get wisdom of Solomon, Ramakir. All right? And we're going to see what some of the things that he said, man. Some of the blasphemies. And if somebody give me, he said I'm in the seat of God, and thought he was God. All right? Okay? Esau has a lot to pay for it, man. All right? All this is a righteous recompense for you, man. All right? You get the wisdom of Solomon?
You want chapter 2?
No, at the beginning.
You want to start at 1? Chapter 1 and 1?
Yeah, we're talking about doing deliciously and all that. Hold on, let me get it, man.
For Revelations?
No, let me get it, man.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Come.
Hold on, Shabbat.
I got the one where you said.
Yeah, 2. Start at 2 and start at 10. We're gonna start at 2 and 10, and we're gonna see, and we're gonna see who this fits, man.
Okay.
So you want to get down to the nitty gritty of the things, all right, and know who the Lord hates the most is the people who said these things right here. And let's see what's on your heart, Esau. All right, go ahead, Doc.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 10. It says, let us oppress the poor righteous man.
Right, man, the poor righteous man. All right? So wherever Jacob scattered at, we were talking about earlier this morning, all right, but it being scattered abroad, all right? So even Jacob is going off to the Lord, we still, he's still going to come deliver us as a whole, as a nation, man. All right? The 2/3 going to get their salvation. They're going to get birthed in, man. They're going to die to get it. All right, go ahead, Doc.
Then it says, let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the aged.
Right, man, because the part of the curse was the Lord's going to send them and